Next up, we need to do on page 38, we need to do the drawings for the elevations. So you got to scroll down here and then hit the little plus sign if your elevations look like this. You got to hit the little plus sign, hit east, north, south, and west on your screen. So I'm going to click on east here, and it says a couple things here. First of all, you need to have 4 elevations. So your 4 elevations are those 4 elevations that are labeled right here. Next thing is you need to show the exterior shapes and roof slope. So the roof slope is only going to happen on 2 of your elevations if you've done a gable end roof like this one is here. If you did a hip roof, you're going to have the elevations on all 4 of the elevation drawings. Not too hard to do. You go to the Annotate tab, you click on Spot Slope, and where it has slope representation here, you're going to change this to triangle. And distance from reference, we'll leave it at 1/16 right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on one of the angled lines for the roof, and that gives me my 512 pitch. And you can see it's attached to the cursor. So I'm just going to put it on the outside and click, and that gives me my slope. Now, the other thing that it says is that we need to have the elevation levels properly labeled, and that is roof, floor, and crawl space. And we also want to do something because we're going to I'm going to try to put all 4 of these drawings on one sheet instead of using up 4 pieces of paper. So what we're going to do is we are going to change the location of these words and also of the ends of the opposite end from the lettering. So I'm going to hit escape a couple times. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click one time. And if you zoom in on this, you can see a little circle right at the 9 o'clock position on this bullseye. And if I click on that and hold, I can drag this over towards my house. Now you can see I went too far because crawl is inside of the basement. So I'm going to put my cursor back on there and I'm going to pull that out. And that's pretty good. Now I'm going to go to the other end and same thing, just click one time. We grab the little ball. I'm going to move that in. And I want to leave enough of this outside here so I see line dash line. That elevation is done. Then I would go and do the north one. And you can see I've already done the north one. By the way, sometimes these things don't always move together. I don't know why. But if you have to move them individually, you have to move them individually. And then, of course, the south one. And because north was already done, the south one changed. And then I just did east. And because of that, the west one finished up. Okay, on to view sheet. Our C size, again, it's going to say okay. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to get east first, just because he's the easy one. And I want to put him in. And happily, it looks like my crop region was in pretty good shape. And then I'll put the north elevation in. And these are coming in at a scale of 1/8 of an inch equals 1 foot, which is okay. We can change that. Then we're going to do south. And then we'll do west also. And then we want to move these around a little bit so that they look a little bit better. Get them off of the thing. I'd love to have them be even with each other like that. Okay. And that's how you do the elevation drawings. I did forget on this view, by the way, didn't I, to put the slope arrow on there. So I'd have to put the slope arrow on this one. That would make it all correct. These two don't need the slope arrow because the roof is going up and away from us. Okay. Over here, Smith family house, unnamed. This is called elevations. Elevations, project number 1, date, author, that's your name. Checker, again, your name. Checker is going to be my name, Seward. Okay, and that gives us the elevations for this house. Oh, crawl space is inside of the wall on that one. I didn't notice that before, so I'd have to fix that, but that's not a big deal. Fixing it involves deleting this one. Or actually, let's go to that. That's the west one. Let's go to west. See if we can just fix it by moving these out. See if I can move. I'll move just this one. Oops. Come on. There we go. There we are. And then I wonder if on our sheet view, if that changed at all. Yeah, it did. I don't have to delete it. I was wrong. Okay. So that moved that out. And since I'm fixing things, I'll go back to that west view and I annotate. I'll spot slope. And again, same thing. And I should be able to just go back to elevations now. And it didn't update it there. You know what? Probably because I didn't. No, I did. Well, okay. So I'll just go back to my sheets, my elevations. Oh, now it's there. I just had to double click inside of there. My mistake. Now I can click out. And there it is. So that's the elevations drawing.